Hello everybody and welcome to Austin, Texas. This is the capital of the state of Texas. And of course Texas is famous for lots of things. It's famous for oil, it's famous for cattle, but it's also famous for music. It has a major international music scene in all sorts of genres. Country, Tex-Mex of course, which is a blend of Latin American music and the particular rhythms here, but also blues, Texas blues. And Texas blues is quite different to blues from other parts of the country. There's a geography of blues. There's a blues from New York, there's a blues from Chicago, there's a blues from Tennessee, there's a blues from the West Coast as well. But Texas blues has a particular way of moving. It's a particularly rhythmic and a kind of jazz influenced amalgamation of styles from around the state and around the region. And there are a number of proponents and famous musicians associated with Texan blues, none more so than Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan is considered one of the best blues guitarists in the history of music, in fact. And he is celebrated here in the city of Austin, where he's from. His brother Jimmy Vaughan was the founding member of the Fabulous Thunderbirds, and together they kind of pioneered a style of guitar that is quite unique. And Stevie Ray Vaughan came to be known as possibly the best guitarist in the world when he lived. He lived until 1990 when he was killed in a helicopter crash after a gig with Eric Clapton and Robert Cray, and has been honoured since. What's very interesting though about the way he's honoured here in the city is that blues is not really the music of white people. It was invented by black people, and it was invented by those particularly in the southern states further towards the east, and it was then taken up and integrated, if you like, with country styles and rock and roll styles and turned into rhythm and blues, and that's what Texas blues became. It's interesting, isn't it, that the city chooses to favour and have a statue for Stevie Ray Vaughan when there are a number of very influential and very good black musicians that really laid the style out before him. That's not to say that he doesn't deserve it, because he was one of the best guitarists in the world. It's interesting how history is interpreted and represented, who makes those decisions and how they're diffused. But anyway, here we are. Geography of the Blues, Austin, Texas, United States.